I had been very tirelessly working on something else away from the business and didn't get much practice for this event. So I was not sure what the outcome was going to be and unsure if I was going to retain the Undisputed Championship tonight. In a probably my most hard fighting match, the only match that I can think that was more hard fighting was my first ever San Andreas Championship win against Luke. You say, Meryl, that there's been no fights that's gone to 6 rounds, but I think that one went to 6 rounds, if I'm correct.
Oh man.
Yes, it did.
So it was just as hard as that one. It was my first time fighting Meryl as well. I did not know what I was walking into, and there's a reason she is the CEO and one of the greatest to ever do it.
It's I'm gonna be honest, and this, I mean, it goes to show with the fight that I had with Maddie. But I was not thinking of the Undisputed title tonight. It was not about the Undisputed title tonight for me. It was always about the San Andreas State title. That is where I needed to prove. Once I was able to do that, everything really kind of came together. And then I was able to kind of relax in a way, breathe, and just throw everything else that I had over at Maddie to ensure that the match was not shadowed or I didn't give my all. And I wasn't going to end the night on a woohoo, I won, I did the big thing, and then get swept or aced or something by Maddie. That would not have felt good either. So I'm glad I was able to put on a show.
Yeah, I mean, me and Meryl Poison Ford, we have had a rivalry, a competitive rivalry where we've gone back and forth so many times. Me and her, our history goes all the way back to, like you said, the old Maze Bank Arena, and to my first ever San Andreas State Championship, and kind of came up full circle tonight. And Poison was able to beat me and finally, take that next step that propelled her in that Undisputed Championship match where it went 6 crazy rounds. It was back and forth the 4th round. It was a double knockout. So it was an absolute great night. I didn't win, but I was three or four punches away. And in those close matches, a lot of people would be upset with themselves for losing, but I was honored to be in there tonight with Poison and the great fight that we put on for this crowd. Even though I was just that close, but I lost, I know I could take it back, train again down at Bruiser's Gym, and get back in shape and come back and try to run it again, try to get another title, and eventually, hopefully, one day become the Undisputed Champion. Because my wife, Imogen McCoy, she's the first ever Undisputed Champion, and I think it's only right that I etch my name on that title one day too.
It was interesting. I mean, I had a wonderful fight with Karina Diamond. She's been a amazing fighter in the B&B circuit for quite some time now, and it's been awesome seeing her grow. I've helped train her, so being able to have a title dispute with her was definitely like a full circle moment. For me, tonight was really just about having fun. I've held just about every single belt that I can at this point in time in B&B. So it really was just going in there and being able to have a really good fight against another really, really good fighter, and maybe get a shot at getting my Undisputed belt back. I'm quite hard on myself, so I would say I gave myself probably a 6.5 out of 10. I've been a little rusty, a little out of practice. But I tend to be a fighter that generally, Poison herself, needs a round or two to warm up and really just get a feel for how my opponent thinks the match is going to go. And I'm pretty canonically good at reverse sweeping. So I definitely have a knack for making very interesting fights. So
Stitches, I'm looking at you, lady. You're a fierce thing. You are a powerful, powerful thing, and I respect you. I appreciate you in all aspects, both as a friend, a business partner, and of course as a competitor. You are truly the greatest, if not the greatest fighter this brand has ever seen. and I've never truly tested myself against you, and you hold the one thing that I need above all else to finally become Grand Slam. And so I need you to know, you've seen what I've done here tonight. I will bring that fire to you. It is not a matter of if, but when.
Clearly, we have some powerhouse women representing this brand. I mean, we have fighters like myself, Meryl, our CEO, Karina. We've had other past title holders. We had Nova, Neon Gray, who was the San Andreas
good
state
one.
champion before Meryl. There's
Yes,
been
you do.
countless
Yes,
women
you.
who've come through that walkway over there. And even before we had this walkway in our previous maze, and just, come in here and kick some butt, because you can do it. And there's no reason why we can't have more awesome female title holders.
We have plenty of gyms around the state right now. The main one I'd say is Bruiser's Gym, that is more actively open. It's down on what street, Luke?
Innocence and Alta. It's like right in that back alley behind the convenience store there.
Yeah. They have a perfectly good gym there for people to practice that. We also do have a beginner title called the Bruiserweight Championship that gives people a championship to definitely try to strive to go get, where they're not jumping in the ring with me. We're jumping in the ring with Imogen or Meryl there for the top title. It's meant to keep them going and give them some sense of achievement while they progress into reaching, the bigger stages and whatnot. And we're hoping to get that back soon, but that's all up to Luke.
So if you want to become a part of Bruiser's Gym, it's basically open 24/7. You come down there, bring your friends down there, spar with each other, have a blast, do that kind of thing. But if anybody wants personal training by yours truly or one of the other champions that we have here at Blood Night Bouts, a lot of us work down at Bruiser's. I own the place, but I'll give them one-on-one training. I think last I knew, we do $2,500 for a month of training, and I guarantee by the end of that month of training, you'll know what you're doing and be a lot better fighter than you are when you first walk in that door. So we do offer those. If they want to become a part of Blood Night Bouts itself, it's a good place to start and then work your way. Also, if you want to become a warrior and fight for titles, there's a warrior pass through Blood Night Bouts that you can also get. I think it's $2,500 as well. And that will enter you into 2 championship divisions. So you'll be able to fight for titles just like all of us here and prove yourself as one of the top fighters in San Andreas.